for today. We've got a couple of housekeeping items to take care of. First of all, let me recognize and welcome to the committee, Senator Hartness. Good to have you on the Appropriations Committee. And I think Senator Dupree is also on this committee. However, I don't see him. I'm looking around the room. I don't see him in the room, excuse me, right now. Also want to welcome over to the committee, Senator Boyd, Senator Sparks, Senator Suber. Am I missing anyone else that's moved over to Appropriations that's new? So welcome to each of you to Appropriations, and I look forward to working with you. And obviously, if you have any questions about the process or anything that we can do along the way, certainly reach out to me and happy to discuss it. Also want to recognize Senator DeBar, who is the new vice chair. Y'all know Senator Polk retired this year, who was the vice chair of Appropriations, and Senator DeBar has now been slotted as the vice chair, and glad to continue to work with him in his new capacity. I know he'll do a great job there. So we got one other housekeeping item to take care of, and we've got to elect a secretary for the committee. And I will recognize Senator DeBar for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I nominate Senator Hickman as the secretary for the Appropriations Committee.
You've heard the nomination of Senator Hickman as the secretary of Appropriations. Any discussion? All in favor of electing Senator Hickman as secretary, say aye. Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it fairly overwhelmingly with one dissent. Note Senator Wiggins. Okay, we've got one item on the agenda today, and this is Senate Bill 2004, and I will recognize Senator Sparks to explain the measure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 2004 has three sections. The first section is simply the name, the Mississippi PERS Stability Act. In Section 2, it directs the state treasurer to transfer the sum of $500 million from the capital expense fund to the employer's accumulation account at PERS. So that will be a $500 million transfer as of July 1, 2026. And Section 3 directs a transfer for the next 10 years in the amount of $50 million annually from the capital expense fund. And if for some reason there's not enough money in the capital expense fund, paragraph 2 of Section 3 addresses that it would come from general funds unobligated. The total of that being $1 billion committed to PERS. Of course, we've addressed this for years, the unfunded liability, the reforms that we've done, and this billion in conjunction with the 2.5% employer contribution rate, which is $186 million a year, in addition to the $110 million that this legislature put into PERS in 2024, as well as reforms to the ORP program, we'll see about $3 billion go into the PERS fund for our retirees and current employees to help stabilize the system. That is an explanation of the bill, Mr. Chairman. I would yield to any questions.
Thank you, Senator Sparks. Questions of the chair or Senator Sparks? Any questions? Senator Norwood, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Could you tell us the impact that this would have on the capital expense fund?
Approximately, the capital expense fund is about at $1.5 billion to my recollection, so it would make a $500 million reduction. I do believe this is something that both ends of the hall, both chambers, have talked about funding for PERS, and the direction of it coming from capital expense today and in this lump sum magnitude is investment earnings, time value of money, $100 million over 10 years, while that also equals $1 billion, is about $300 million less to PERS because of our 7% assumed rate of return. The assumed rate of return was exceeded this year when we brought in about 11.71 in returns and 10.34% last year. So if we continue to hit our historic average of 8.13% over 30 years, it would mean even more money. But coming out of CapEx is so that we can get it there quickly, and hopefully experience growth from the investments at PERS.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Norwood. Other questions? If not, do I have a motion?
Title sufficient, do pass.
The motion is title sufficient, do pass. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. That bill will be reported. If seeing no other business, is there another motion? Motion is to rise and report. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Thank you.